Good morning, everybody. It's early Sunday morning, actually, and I've woke up bright and breezy and ready to start completing a project that I've had here too long. Let me turn the camera around and remind you of what I've been doing. So a lot of you will remember these two vases that I made last year, and that was the plaque that I made that went with them. And as I said, I overglazed these, I feel. Then I have done this plaque that came out of the kiln this week, and we really like that a lot. Now, I spoke to the lady whose wedding it was, and she actually wants it simpler than that. She wants it so that it's just underglaze and left natural clay on the outside with a glaze on the inside, probably white or even clear. I don't know, I didn't do any colour really. So that means she's in a position she can use the vase, but it's very, very simple on the outside. Her mum and dad are having the second one, and I am tempted actually to do either this or to choose a slightly more blue glaze, because actually that works, but I find it a little bit too grey for me. But that's me, isn't it? You know. So that was the glacier. But I'm thinking, let's do the aqua with that one. Do it exactly the same, where we actually put an underglaze on over the whole thing, wipe it all the way back, and then put a few specks of white on to enhance it over the top of the aqua, possibly. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take you on this journey with me. Okay, so I'm going to put a glove on because I'm thinking, what is the best way to get this in and then wipe it off? Got my water, my sponges. But actually, what I did is with this one here, I had actually started to work something in before, but I wasn't sure because I'd left it so long. I wasn't sure what colour. I've also got some really deep indents here, and I do have quite a tooth. Let's not let that drop off there. I do have a toothbrush and a rough little brush to try and get everything in, and then I've got to wipe it out. Okay, so got my Mako Underglaze, Fundamentals Underglaze. But what I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to pour some in the lid and try and see what it's like if I put it on with a sponge. Not sure about that. It's got to be dry. It's got to be left in there enough to. That's the main thing, getting everything in there. That is going to use up a lot of underglaze if I do it that way. But let's keep going on that section and see. But yeah, that is going to use a lot of underglaze if I do it this way. I'll just do right. suppose what's interesting about that is it's actually got quite a lot of nice texture on the outside where I've wiped it off, but it is actually part of the image of the pot, which actually I'm quite liking, instead of it being just a white and the way, at least doing it this way, I'm getting it in every actually, to be fair, I can rub it. See, it's gone into the pits holes at the bottom there as well. I like that a lot, and that we've got like grass. And actually you do see probably more of the texture this way. What's quite nice of doing this way is you actually can keep working over a piece where you You know, I am really surprised because it's more like a painting now. In my head, I was imagining taking all of this right back to white and just leaving the marks. But there's a lot more come out. Look at you see, when I've done this, for example, it's the same, but look how overkill that is. And then, you know, going back to doing this way, I've got even more definition than I did when I did this. Because with this, I don't know, maybe that's good. I mean, I like that anyway, but this is just very different for me. And I've struggled. I've really struggled at knowing what to do with it, but that clearly has worked. What I'll do is I will just double check where there's some little pinholes and things in a minute and see what maybe needs a little bit of extra. I can see some little gaps that don't want to be there. Very pleased with that. Actually, you've got like dark and light shading, like it's, you know, like it's a forest, haven't you? I've decided, because the bottom has such a lovely texture, because it was made on cloth, that I'm actually going to do the bottom as well. A piece of art, isn't it? Feels like painting and making some decisions on. Very different than what I've ever done before. Look at how that leaf has come out. And these flecks of, looks like a grass. Okay, do the other one then, and then we can work out what we're going to how we're going to glaze the other one. I mean, now I've seen that, I'm actually tempted not to glaze the other one either. Don't know, we'll see. So here is, let me zoom out a bit. Here is this one before we start. Okay. Let's take you down a bit. Actually, to be fair, I'm probably going to be down there, aren't I? That's okay. Just thinking, this reminds me very much of when I did the sculpture head, the bust, and when I started to put on, and you know that would look lovely on the outside of this, I put wax on. That's for me to test myself though, to do this and then leave it either matte so it's a natural finish like this, or put some actual beeswax on it after doing this, some clear beeswax. I need to try this again for myself, don't I, to see whether that's taking it too much. This is lovely. I think we did it on both. This is the mum and dad's thumbprints. So this was done on a slab, so there's actually flowers on this part of the slab that went underneath. So I've had some really big, what do I do with the inside? This clay will go a little bit creamier. I don't want to put a colour. So really it can only be a clear underglaze. But what I'm worried about is I don't want it to be too stark. Though if you look at it from that angle, if it's got flowers in, it should be all right. So I could have darkened the inside like this, but no, I think I'm going for a clear underglaze and then simple, so we can just see how it is. I've always been thrown to so much colour, haven't I? Everything I do is about vibrancy and colour, but actually I'm really loving this, and I'm thinking to myself, if I ever wanted to do more of these wedding things, these plaques, I would do them like this now. I would just leave them so they look natural and they're more matte. How lovely. Okay, so I'm trying to get a load of stuff in the kiln again, so yeah, let's see how that goes, and hopefully there'll be another kiln unloading for you soon. Everybody needs to remember that I have an Etsy shop now, and I have the website loishook.com, Lois Hook Pottery. So, you know, go and have a look, see if there's anything you want, anybody abroad. If it's not set up for me to post, I do ship everywhere. I just need to make some plans for that. So if anybody wants any pieces, there's not a lot up yet. There's still loads in the boxes that need to get up. But yeah, speak to you soon. And there's 2 in here, so let's have a look. Oh, it's absolutely, it's so different for me. So different for me. It's sort of like, oh, you know, can you see that? It's like a painting. It's more like a painting. It's picked up everything because I wiped everything back. There's another one of those. There was a mum and dad's one. Oh, I'm very happy with them. I'm very happy with them. It is like a piece of art, isn't it? And then inside, I've just used clear. So that's the colour of the clay. I've just used clear. That's really good. I like that a lot.